everybody, welcome back to Everything's Plastic. Today we're going to take a look at one of these basic figures. This is Snake Eyes from the G.I Joe Snake Eyes movie. I don't usually buy basic figures, got a decent deal on them, and I figured why not. I'm a big fan of G.I Joe and I'm a big fan of Snake Eyes as well. These figures come in at just a little under 6 inches. Pretty curious to see what these figures are actually like. The packaging on this is pretty basic. Nice picture on the back of the figure. Two more pictures over on the back there. Shows how to assemble his weapon. So enough talking, let's crack this guy open and get a closer look. Here he is outside the packaging. This guy comes with a sword. See pretty cool detail in the handle of the sword. Overall, not a bad weapon. Here we get a closer look at his sheath. See some sculpting into the sheath. It's not just a plain piece of plastic, which I like. And this one ports right onto the back here. The sword slides right in as well. And he also comes with this weapon as well. Not sure what this one's called. I should have took a bit of time to do a bit of research, I guess. Pretty cool weapon. If you can do some customs and everything else, you can add a bit of paint on this, man. You can make a pretty cool weapon out of this. It comes with 2 knives as well. We can see some sculpting in the blade, and we can see some sculpting in the handle as well. These are pretty cool. The only bad thing is they are pretty flimsy, pretty cheap feeling, but obviously it's a basic figure anyway, so it's to be expected. Very surprised with all the detail in the sculpt of the blade. Looks pretty cool overall. And these actually port in, which looks pretty awesome, man. Pretty impressed by this figure so far. Let's take a closer look at this guy. You can see some detail into his visor and his helmet. I do like the sculpt. I think they did a pretty good job for a basic figure. You do have some patterns and everything else into the mold. You see some, there's some straps and all that stuff. You can see some texturing all through the leg. There's a different kind of plastic there for the knee pad, which is a separate piece, and it's pretty soft as well. It kind of just breaks up the black and gray. It just improves on the overall appearance of the figure as well, just having a separate piece there. And we go down to the boots. You can see some detail on the boots as well. I do like the black and gray. I think it looks awesome. Usually when we think about Snake Eyes, we just think about a full black suit. They do have some buckles and everything painted on his belts. None of these buckles are painted, but for a basic figure, I mean, you kind of know what you're getting before you even take these guys out anyways. Do like the cool Snake Eyes symbol in red. Overall, pretty impressed with this basic figure. So now that we had a closer look, you guys know the routine, let's go over articulation. So for his head, doesn't go back and forth or anything like that. There's no side to side, but you do get a full rotation. His arms go up this far, go all the way around, single jointed elbows as well. And you do get a full rotation there as well, which is pretty cool. And not to mention, this is a basic figure, but even this figure has pinless joints. So come on, Hasbro, what are you doing with your Marvel Legends? You can have pinless joints in a basic figure, but you can't have pinless joints in a $40 Marvel Legend. If you can do it for a $10 figure, you can do it for a $40 figure. So for his waist, you do have a full rotation there, and it's spring loaded. If you guys are familiar with the channel, I love spring loaded figures. It takes me back to when I was a kid. Had a lot of spring loaded figures. I mean, that stuff was common in the late 80s and 90s. So really enjoy that. His legs come out this far, almost a full split. Pretty good articulation there. Kicks forward that far, back that far, and you have your single jointed pinless knees as well. So like I said, man, pretty impressive. There's no articulation in ankles or anything like that, no boot cut, but I forgot to mention there is a full rotation in his knee joint as well. Overall, basic figure, pretty decent articulation. Here he is with his weapon in hand, and you have a lot of options with this guy. This is why I love anything spring loaded. Look how cool that is. I'm such a child. But yeah, looks great with this weapon. And then you have the option of both knives in his hands. And boom. Slice and dice action. Look at that. And if you want to put a sword in his hand, that looks great as well. For comparison, here he is next to the 3.75 or 3 3/4 inch G.I Joe Retro line. These are fantastic as well. Super hard to find here. This guy's almost 6 inches. This is 3 3/4 inches. So quite a bit of size difference there. I don't have these guys out of packaging yet, but you can see a comparison here to the G.I Joe Classified version. Quite different from the movie version. Obviously this one is a lot of black and gray, and this one is pretty much solid black. And knobs still have a nice design going through them, and the sheath is pretty much the same as the basic figure. Ports into the back. I love the black and gold on this one as well. Hopefully I'll open these up. If you're familiar with the channel, you guys know that I don't open up these G.I Joe classifieds at all. Here he is next to number 2 in the series, the G.I Joe classified Snake Eyes as well. So overall, these guys hold up pretty good, man. These are double the price. Actually, these are double the price and more of what this one actually is. So this one's a little bit smaller, but still got a lot of good detail for a basic figure. This is the only G.I Joe classified figure that I have actually outside of packaging. I did a review on this one, and I actually have another couple still in the packaging, so I didn't mind opening one up. This guy comes in about 6.5 inches. This one here is just under 6 inches. So for a basic figure overall, paint application is good, articulation is good, comes with accessories. What else can you ask for, man? And a pretty decent price point here. I think it's $12.99 brand new. I got these used, so I got them a bit cheaper. The packaging is still intact, so can't complain. And for a basic figure, I think overall, give this one a 9 out of 10. I can't really complain about this one, and I can't really harp on it too much. For what it is, it's a good basic figure. So 9 out of 10 is my overall score for the Snake Eyes movie, Snake Eyes from Hasbro. That pretty much wraps up our unboxing and review. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this figure. Let me know what you think of these basic figures. Do you collect them or did you pass on them? I know this guy's been kicking around for a little bit, but finally pulled the trigger, finally picked up a few of these guys, and I don't regret it at all. If you like our video, don't forget to click on that like button. If you like our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. So close to 400 subs. Any help getting there would be greatly appreciated. As always, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Keep collecting and stay safe.